Okay, today is July 3rd, 2021. Okay, current physique update. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So this concludes week 25 of the fitness transformation. So for this update, it looks like I'm down 1.8 pounds for the week. So my new low weight is 263. So possibly I could hit the 250s next week. We'll have to see. This past week was, for the most part, a good deal. Last week I mentioned ate a huge garden salad in the middle of the week, and it messed up my digestion. That kind of carried on for most of this week. Like, I didn't feel totally right until maybe Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So I could have maybe gotten like a touch of like E. coli, or I don't know. It's hard to say. So basically, once I started not feeling very well, going into this week, any food that I had pre-prepared, I pitched just to make sure that it wasn't something I was doing to myself. And I'm done with salads for now. The reason I stopped eating vegetables was all the bloating and discomfort that I typically get when I eat a fair amount of them. So cutting them out was real simple for me. I feel entirely better without them. I just enjoy eating like a good salad. So sometimes it's a struggle for me, I guess. I guess if that's a cheat meal, it's not the worst, right? It's pretty low calorie for the most part, unless you put like bacon and eggs and, you know, like a Cobb salad wouldn't be considered like a low-calorie salad. But anyhow, back to the diet. It went mostly good. I didn't track very much this week because I was doing some OMAD, and I was trying to give my like digestive tract a rest from eating. So I was not tracking my food, probably not hitting my protein goals, but I definitely wasn't going over on carbs, with the minor exception of like Thursday. I had family in from out of town that I haven't seen since before the whole pandemic started. So I had a couple glasses of red wine with family. Probably overall not a huge deal, and probably didn't put me over like the 20 carb limit. It's just not really part of the diet during the week. But anyway, other than that, everything went pretty well. I also kind of took it easy on my workouts. I only walked 3 days this week. And I worked out 3 days also. So sometimes you just have to listen to your body. Like, I know from being in this big caloric deficit, my recovery isn't as good as I think it could be. And especially this week, I felt fatigued a lot of the week, probably because of like my digestive issue, and then you know, just being low calorie in general, I think fatigues you to some degree. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this week. We're nearing the 6-month mark next week. So I'm kind of excited. That's a big milestone of the diet. You know, it's really kind of starting to sink in that I've been able to kind of mold this diet into something that I can adhere to, which is kind of more or less Monday through Friday following a carnivore diet. Saturday and Sunday has kind of been just a whatever I want food. And of lately, I've been trying to do more of moderating those foods and stuff on the weekends, so that way my calories don't get way out of whack. I do want to increase my calories above what I'm doing during the week, because I don't want to stay at a super low deficit for too long. I think there's a metabolic advantage to having high calorie days. And so I do like the idea of refeeding calories. Not necessarily carbohydrates is a requirement, but I think even if you're going to be strict on a keto or carnivore diet, you should refeed calories, you know, once or twice a week. I think is probably not a bad idea, depending on how far along you are in your journey, you know, how close you are to your goal. You know, if you're just starting, you probably don't need to refeed calories for a while, but eventually you need to keep your metabolism revved up by keeping reasonable calorie intake. And your metabolism doesn't like stop working; it just slows down some. So in order to avoid that, you can have high calorie days, and the closer you get to your goal, I think the more frequent you need to have those high calorie days in order to keep your metabolism from crashing. So anyway, this is working out really well for me. It's super sustainable for me to have the weekends to myself, and also it makes it better for me mentally, not trying to stuff all the bad food into one day, like just Saturday is the day. You know, then I started having like stress and anxiety about not, you know, getting through like foods I wanted to eat or something like that. So by having like the weekend, it allows me just to be more chill and calm about it. And so it's working out better, you know, and so going forward, it's pretty much gonna be the same plan of attack. I'm sticking with the same macros. I don't see that changing anytime soon, which I've said in every video. I eat 250 grams of protein, give or take 10, around 50 grams of fat, give or take 10, and then carbs, I try to get as close to zero as I can. Sometimes there's little hidden carbs and things, so, you know, up to like 10 to 15 carbs seems to be no problem for me. I can eat more than that, I think, with my activity levels, but I feel best when I'm low carb. So, you know, 20 or less is usually a good number. I know that some people say you can stay in ketosis and, you know, eat up to 50. Some people claim even 100 grams of carbs. I'm not at that point in my journey where that's possible. It definitely would kick me out of ketosis for sure. And I would stop seeing some of the benefits and maybe start seeing some of the drawbacks of carbs for me. So, which typically is like bloating and just overall lethargy and just not feeling good, you know. So I do monitor my blood sugar after I eat food, and I see what makes my blood sugar go up and what makes it go down. I definitely see some interesting patterns. You know, even on the weekends when I'm eating carbs, sometimes my blood sugar will drop lower, which is crazy, you know, and then sometimes it'll be even a little higher on days I'm not eating carbs. So, and it kind of fluctuates throughout the week. It seems like I have a little higher blood sugar in the beginning of the week, and then it'll be more like stable towards the end of the week. So I don't understand that completely, but I'm just monitoring what foods do what and trying to learn something from it. Other than that, I really don't have much else to go over. I'm going to continue with the same exercise level. I'm trying to shoot for like 5 to 6 days of exercise a week. Sometimes it just doesn't happen for, you know, life reasons, and then, you know, weather reasons, weather permitting. Sometimes I can't go walk. We've had like tornado weather lately, so I'm not going to go walk in a monsoon. But I'll walk in the rain, you know, drizzles, something like that. But other than that, guys, it's about all I have. As far as I started thinking, like, what would my goal weight be? You know, and I think I'm going to try to shoot for something around like 210 pounds, 215 pounds. I'm 5'10", so if I can get to like a 210 at a fairly lean body fat, I think I would look good. I think I would be satisfied with that. I mean, but whatever it takes to get lean. I guess my initial goal for right now is just to try to get as lean as possible, leaner than I've ever been in my life, you know, and just see how long I can hold that there to try to, I kind of believe in this idea that you can like reset your body's set point. Like at one point when I was younger, my set point seemed to be smaller, leaner. And then I somehow, I don't know, some switch flipped and I started getting fat, and once I started getting fat, it's like I couldn't stop it. So so I kind of yo-yoed throughout my adult life, you know, get sort of in shape, get fat, whatever, go back and forth. So I think possibly getting your body to a certain point and then keeping it there for a period of time may help your body like determine this is the new me. So anyway, that's kind of like the long-term goal. I'm thinking to get to my actual goals, I'm thinking this could be like a year or year and a half. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm trying to just keep doing this in a healthy fashion, you know, no super crash dieting or, something drastic. So, because at the end of the day, I want this to be sustainable long term. So anyway, that's all I have. I'll see you guys next week. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as possible. Take care. I'll see you next week.